mostly complaining. That's what I do behind the shades that I withdrew. Mostly complaining. It's not my fault, so I just laugh and watch it fall apart.
Hello, and welcome to Mostly Complaining, the show that is mostly complaining. I think we've established that. Like, do we have to keep repeating that?
No, yeah, we should.
We probably should. Just branding. That's branding, Sam.
Branding.
We're
minimum.
mostly complaining. I'm your host, Chuck Parker. I think I have not mentioned that in a few of these episodes, so any of you that were confused by that are sincere apologies. This is my co-host and producer, Sam Alvarado. Is that enough preamble? Have we been professional enough? Can we go into the thing where we do the complaining? It's not mostly introducing, it's mostly complaining, because that's what you're here for, isn't it? You're here to listen to us fucking bitch. So let's see, what do we got on the docket today? We've shit on babies, we've shit on your beloved pets. So we'll start today with disabled people. Disabled people in wheelchairs, lounging around in your wheelchairs, with your ramps that are made just for you and your fancy parking spots. Oh, disabled people, you've got it so hard, don't you? Spending those fat disability checks on all the good drugs that we can't get.
Speak for yourself.
Disabled people, Sam.
Disabled. Don't you have siblings with disabilities?
I do have siblings. I have a brother with cerebral palsy, Sam, which I think is just a ploy for attention. So with all the surgeries and the seizures, hey, lots of attention. You got to say it. What a fucking asshole.
What about, don't you have sisters missing limbs also?
I do have sisters that are missing legs, Sam, but they have better legs than I do. They have prosthetic privilege, Sam. You would not believe the fucking legs that they give you when you don't have them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And here's the thing, I do have disabled siblings, but I'm still their big brother. So, I have to be the one person that isn't, oh, you're so fucking brave. It's like, no, I have to, break that and tell them what pieces of shit they are.
I can't say that I've ever been envious of a person with a disability, except for opening a door for somebody. It's so much easier to be a gentleman, just let me get that for you. At the same time, so I don't necessarily agree because it seems unfair. But at the same time,
holding the door open for disabled people, or just being upset with the disabled people?
Yeah, generally. But at the same time, I saw a dude.
It's not a popular position.
He had one of those sweet basketball wheelchairs. He's doing pull-ups. They're like, "What's your excuse?" I'm just like, "My legs hurt."
That's what I'm saying.
That's
oh
why.
My God. That's the thing is that when you don't have those parts of your legs, you don't have to worry about your legs hurting.
Yeah, what's weighing you down?
You've just got these incredible bionic legs, that fucking, modern medicine has designed just for you. Isn't one of the fastest? Yeah, the blades. It's we're getting replaced by, these disabled
robots.
People. Yeah.
Those bastards. Although I will say, always park in handicapped spaces. Always. I always do.
You know why? For you, Sam. Good for you.
You know why?
Good for you. Taking the power back.
Yeah. Directly across from the handicapped spaces is the call-in, the pickup, curbside pickup.
Yep.
That's
is your phone disabled? Is your hand to fucking?
Is the disability not understanding the internet? Because if it is, I'm also disabled. So I'll park there.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yep.
But if you're disabled,
who's to say who's disabled and who's not? I guess the Americans with Disabilities Act, that was signed in, by that commie, Pappy Bush,
Pappy.
but Yeah, I know it's an unpopular position to shit on the disabled,
Do
you
we
know,
take
but you know
popular
what? We're
positions?
taking the hard stances here at Mostly Complaining.
Because
we're
we-
taking those unpopular positions.
Because we can take the stance.
Because we can,
we're
because
not
we can,
disabled.
because we have working legs and we can run from people that we offend.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Also, why is it that the curbside pickup is just as close as handicap, but if you're handicapped, they're like, hobble in, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fucking go in.
Yeah,
Usually they gotta go in.
you know, there's a lot of inconsistencies here, Sam. You know, I mean, maybe if we lived in like a fair system where we could say, you know, this equals that, fucking, you know, if you're missing legs, you get to use the handicap thing, but you know, if you're just like a freaking, you know, a mental case, maybe we'll bring your groceries to you. I don't know.
We don't want you in the store.
We're trying to
don't want you
solve
in the
these
store.
problems, but you know, we've got a special episode today, so we're
Yeah.
going to keep it moving the fuck along here.
go.
So yeah,
Number
we just
2.
we'll shit on disabled people more in
Later,
the future.
yeah. I'm
We're
for
not
it.
done with you.
I'm for it,
We're
yeah.
not done with you.
No, there's a
But,
plethora of disabilities we haven't even covered. Yet.
Plethora. You know, Lou
Fucking-
Gehrig's disease.
We're
you know,
making our buses kneel for you.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
Yeah,
Nobody's
this
complaining.
is bullshit, Sam.
right. But I
so
agree, let's
anyway,
move on. What's up?
on to the thing. Next thing on the docket. This fucking guy.
This isn't that fucking you?
It is me, Sam.
You.
I am upset with myself. I'm upset with the standards that I've brought to this show. I'm upset with the over-intellectualizing, the just bringing up these random facts because I'm insecure about not going to college, you know, so I have to bring up William F. Buckley. Who the fuck knows who William F. Buckley is and who the fuck cares?
Our
Who the
listeners,
fuck cares?
hopefully.
These little fucking bits of trivia because I haven't set foot inside of a fucking college and my entire family all has fucking degrees. My little brother has a fucking PhD. He's writing a fucking book and I'm on a fucking podcast shitting on disabled people and fucking, you know, babies and shit. So maybe just a little bit insecure, Sam, a little bit insecure. You have to fit in those $1 million words, you know, where it's unnecessary. But what fucking audience do I think that this is that anybody gives a fuck? You know, I mean, we're comedians, Sam. None of what we say matters. I'm a middle-aged man and I'm wearing a comic book. I'm actually wearing a shirt from another comedian. This is merch from another comedian. J.T. Habersat is an excellent comedian.
Right on.
But I dress in a way that says nothing I say matters. You know, I'm a middle-aged man. There's nothing out of my mouth that is worth hearing. I mean, like, if you're listening to us for fucking political fucking direction, you should probably fucking
Wrong place.
should,
wrong place. We're here for complaining.
I'm hesitating to suggest that people kill themselves because we've been doing that a little bit too much.
Yeah,
we've been wishing death upon people, and we've been
But death
suggesting
on themselves. They can do it to
death on
themselves.
themselves. They can.
In your defense,
Yeah.
you are white and 6'3", so I mean
6'2", Sam.
6'2", that's good
Yeah.
enough, you know, for most people. It's like you don't even need a personality at that height. So I like you, and I don't even know you, and we hang out all the time. So like there's
I'll accept that, Sam. I mean that's a train of logic that I can go along with.
It's
But,
easy.
But at the same time, I don't know. You really shouldn't be listening to us for that. That's not why you're here. You're here to hear us complain.
Yeah,
You're here to hear the fucking unfiltered vitriol, the fucking completely unreasonable,
again.
fucking just spewing a fucking hatred
And $10 words.
Yeah, maybe a couple of like Scrabble words, you know, and that'll get your jollies through your day.
Good picture though.
Huh?
Good picture though.
Yeah, that's not a bad picture.
Not bad, yeah.
That's not a bad picture. But you know, this is a special day. This is a special day. This is the 8th episode of Mostly Complaining.
Yeah.
We have never had a guest before.
No, we haven't.
We've never had a guest before. But like the complaining is too much. The complaint we brought on a guest complainant.
We're
Complainant?
outsourcing.
Complainer. We're outsourcing the complaining. We're outsourcing. We brought in a ringer, an undocumented complainer.
He's just fastballs. That's what's
It's going to be fucking excellent. He's one of our good friends. I want everybody in the Mostly Complaining universe to put your hands together. Yeah. Just clap at your desk. Clap while you're driving, even if it makes you crash. For Robert Eyster, people. Robert Eyster. This is our guest complainer. And Robert Eyster. Yeah, this is going to be, yeah.
Hey, I'm Robert Eyster, and I've got some complaints. I will say it's an honor to be here, the first guest on Mostly Complaining. It's good you guys finally have someone who doesn't look like a roadie on the show. Right, this could be called Mostly Dudes Who Look Like the Unabomber up until now. But I'm glad they've invited me here, because you know what? I got a lot of problems.
Well, that's what we brought you here for.
I got grievances.
Grievances even should be aired.
And you know what makes my blood boil?
What is it? What is that, Robert?
It is the fact that you can now hum songs into search engines.
Yeah, I hate that.
You don't even have to fucking know the lyrics.
Yeah.
I saw a commercial for it the other day. All affluent people, all people that have an education, but still felt the need to hum like fucking animals.
Yeah.
Like guttural.
Yeah.
Into a phone because they weren't able to remember lyrics to a song. Yeah. And the song was Everybody.
Yeah.
The Backstreet Boys classic. Yeah. Not one of their most lyrically complex songs, though.
No. It's right there in the title.
Yeah, it's Everybody.
Everybody.
And they homed just that word. Yeah. But if you typed that word into a search engine, you'd get that.
You would get it.
You would get Everybody.
Yeah.
And I just it's just the idea that we feel so fucking entitled that if we don't put the least bit of effort in, you still think you deserve Backstreet Boys?
No. And you don't. It's really, that's what's wrong with our society is we're dumbing things down, and it's now we can just grunt into our fucking devices and expect to be entertained. Expect to be entertained accurately.
Yeah. To know exactly what we want.
Yeah. The magic of entertainment. They're supposed to like come and like fucking oh, I'm sorry, Lord. Did you mean everybody from the Backstreet Boys?
Is it everybody, my liege?
Oh, let me show you all of your options.
Yeah.
Let me peruse.
It's weird that we even have to talk to our phones and want them to talk back to us.
Yeah. No.
And soon we'll just be grunting at them for everything, I worry.
What's that going to be like? Yeah, like a fucking. Oh, that sounds like a Big Mac grunt.
Moan at your phone and be like, "Porn, my liege."
Porn. Oh, that sounds like a horny grunt.
That sounds like a horny grunt. It'll give you some porn.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think even if it didn't play Backstreet Boys, we probably would just accept it, because it's our phone. It will take what it gives us, regardless, because we're just not willing to put in any effort at this point.
No, it's like, well, I really was meaning to refill my insulin, but Backstreet Boys is what came up. So, maybe this is where my blood sugar, God meant it to be.
Yeah, I think if you're diabetic and you still believe in God, that's a whole nother problem.
It is,
because
honestly.
God doesn't want you to have sugar.
Yeah.
God doesn't want you to be happy. God made your body so that, you will die.
Yeah. You got
the short end of the straw there.
Yeah.
And all the amount of Backstreet Boys in the world isn't going to change that, but it might make it slightly more bearable.
It very well might, but yeah, you're right that the Almighty has shat upon your face at that point.
Yes.
Figuratively.
He's destroyed your dreams.
Yes.
Candy. Willy Wonka, I assume, is a sadder movie for you.
It is. It's got to be. It's tragic. It is
a tragic movie to begin with, though.
It is.
Because, only one child got saved from poverty there.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, and Augustus Gloop,
Augustus Gloop died.
Gloop died.
All of those kids are dealing with issues for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Like, if those kids are watching this video and like, fuck you for shitting on disabled people, because they are all disabled people.
They are disabled, and, I am an equal opportunity shitter, so, I shit on children and the disabled and disabled children, so.
Yeah.
Hey, not taking easy stances here.
That's good.
But, let's see. What else you got, Robert?
You know what? Why isn't there more cloning?
Why isn't
That
there
pisses
more?
me off.
Yeah.
They did, like, as far as I know, they did one sheep, like in the 90s.
Yeah.
They cloned one sheep, didn't go well. That was it.
Dolly.
Which, first off, why the fuck are we cloning sheep? We have
Yeah.
too many sheep. New
Yeah.
Zealand has more sheep than people.
Yeah.
Like, there's one thing we don't need more of. It's sheep.
No, I mean, unless you're like a huge fan of mutton.
I mean, even then, I think like our mutton reserves are pretty stocked.
Yeah, I mean, as
Like
far as
clone tigers, clone Komodo dragon, clone things that are endangered.
we should clone Jason Momoa.
We should get more Momoas.
Momoas.
Momoas as far as the
Jason-
eye can see.
Jason Momoa's. We need to bring the original Jason Momoa's stock down. So I think if there was a
Yeah.
glut of Jason Momoas, then it would you just make things more even.
There's too many Momoas.
Yeah, too many Momoas.
I want an Aquaman everywhere I see.
An Aquaman, just like on every, just
a
selling
surplus of Aquaman.
selling newspapers.
Yeah.
Just homeless.
And what? You remember that mammoth that they found too that they were going to clone?
Yeah.
They were all big about that.
Why not?
Where is my mammoth? Where is my mammoth, science?
Yes, I want a mammoth coat right now.
I want to eat mammoth
I want
when I
to
go
eat.
out.
Interestingly enough, that we would jump straight to eating and using the fur.
Well, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use every part of the mammoth.
That's humans for you.
I'm gonna go nuts. I think dinosaurs too, like the full Jurassic Park, but not like the first movies, like the later ones where there's just dinosaurs everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not really, like there's too many people, you know.
Well, we cover that in quite a lot,
Yeah.
in this show. It seems to be a common theme, but yeah. It is interesting that it's just like, right away, we're going to extinct your ass all over again. We want to clone you. So
I think it might go the opposite way. Like, I think that's how you deal with the overpopulation problem.
Yeah, just
raptor attacks.
raptor attack.
Like
Yes.
T-Rex attacks that a lot of people aren't going to be able to survive in the hellscape brought on by like random dinosaur attacks. But that's, good.
Random dinosaur attacks would make us stronger as a species, Robert.
It'd be less
I mean,
depressing. School shootings depressing.
Yes.
Dinosaur attacks out of school?
Well,
fucking cool.
I think that if you had random raptor attacks at elementary schools, think how many fewer school shootings you'd have.
That's true.
Because those people might have a purpose in their life. So, instead they're worried about the fucking dinosaurs. So it's like you're using those guns to shoot at dinosaurs.
That's true. It gives us all an enemy. Maybe you were a survivor
common enemy.
of a school raptor attack. So
Yeah.
now you've got revenge, which is a great motivator.
And let's not, sugarcoat this. There's going to be third graders that are being disemboweled by raptors on a regular basis.
But what were they really gonna do?
I mean, these,
that might be the best way to go. Like, what's worse, the slow ravage of time,
Yeah.
or the very quick ravage of a velociraptor?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're just gonna grow. What are you gonna? You probably, chances are, you're not gonna leave that small town. You're gonna work at a gas station. You're gonna marry a girl that you met in high school, and you're gonna sink into kind of a malaise of a passionless.
Every day is the exact same. Probably alcoholism. will come in, take its
television,
toll.
and then
you spend every night at the local bar because you don't want to go home to see
Yeah.
Barbara's disappointed face, your
Yeah.
shitty ass kids that you fucking hate.
Yeah.
Only thing you have to look forward to is what? Random sports games that you don't really care about.
prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer. I mean,
better to get the
osteoporosis.
raptor.
Just get raptored.
Get raptored.
Like I would love to get raptored in my late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah, go out like a champ.
That's a good story too.
I mean, holy shit, Robert was torn to shreds by a raptor.
I like to think people say I fought back. I wouldn't.
No,
It's-
probably
yeah,
die
none
screaming.
of us
But
are
you know
gonna
what?
take a
Hey,
raptor.
it's
The legend.
It
The
grows in
legend
the
could
tail.
grow some.
Yeah.
I'd be like, remember that guy?
Exactly.
He was on Mostly Complaining, and then
He
killed by a raptor.
Killed by a raptor. Yeah,
what I was saying,
it was very unfortunate. We never really knew what could happen with Robert, But yeah,
I think all that wasted potential goes away though the second you're killed by a raptor.
yeah.
Right? That's nothing really else matters.
Built
other
up
than,
though. Built up though. You never. It's all the could have.
All the could've.
Yeah. But cloning. Why isn't there more?
Yeah, why
You know?
isn't that's the thing? Or just
There's
people?
so many people. There's so many people that we could clone. and like just try over.
We could have a ton of Olsen twins.
Just
a
shit
grip of
ton
Olsen
like
twins.
a crazy amount of Olsen twins.
Like all three of the Olsens. We could.
Yeah.
We could just keep making MCU movies with the original good actors.
Yes.
Like we could just keep doing Iron Man movies.
Oh my God.
Because that's all we really want.
The possibilities are endless. Yeah. Why aren't we cloning fucking Princess Leia?
Like not even Carrie Fisher. Princess Leia.
Princess
Why
Leia,
are we
like
actually
metal
cloning?
bikini, Princess Leia. She has Princess Leia's memories.
That's the thing. You could put them in like a vat, raise them to a certain age.
Oh my God.
Organ farms as well.
Yeah.
Great
oh my
idea.
God. Dude.
Like you don't have to have prosthetic legs.
Yeah.
All of your well-educated legless sisters could have like new fucking legs.
Wow. But those, I think, still would be inferior to the bionic legs that they have.
Yeah, well, you could do like cyborg legs, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, like metal and flesh
Yes,
together.
and that's where we're going. That's the future, is the fusion of the biological and the
Yeah,
and the
but at the same
mechanical.
time, you got to be able to recreate like living cells, which is cloning. You know?
Yeah. It's a big topic.
Science
it's a big
just
topic,
needs to work on
Robert.
shit.
It
I know.
does. But let's
Move
go
on to something else big.
Let's do
something
it.
else
Let's do
that
it.
I mean really
Okay.
angers
Give
me.
Give me what you got.
Really
Give me what you
angers
got,
me.
Robert.
The Olympics don't happen enough.
I agree.
Yeah, every 4 years.
4 years.
I mean, 2 if you go winter and summer, but that is not enough.
No.
You got to think, it is the one event that I think more than anything brings the entire world together. And the
Yeah.
world is real fractured right now. And I think every 4 years, like we forget how good it feels to all come together and really embrace something as beautiful as like curling, you know?
Yeah. It really it does give us a chance to, like shit on Russia. We can get like
Yes.
our show, our nationalist chauvinism.
But it's like in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
I fucking dive better than you.
Check this out. Big floppy red, white, and blue dick all over the fucking place.
It's fantastic.
And you just fucking hang a bunch of gold medals on it. Yeah, check this out.
Medal
bitches.
count.
Yeah.
Then you also get like small countries like Latvia. Who just be
Latvia.
like, we're super good at biathlon. And like, how often does Latvia get to be proud?
That's the
Very
thing. Every
rarely.
4 years, that's not enough.
That's the
I mean,
only
like, that's
time?
why their economy is in the fucking shitter. Think about how much better Latvia would be doing if they had even just the Olympics every 2 years.
Yeah. Or just like every 6 months, maybe. you
Yeah.
know?
Holy shit. Yeah. And there's
Then the
some people
Latvian
that-
like Olympic athletes too wouldn't deal with the depression that they deal with.
Yes.
Because they're very depressed people.
They're
found out.
depressed people. They're having like crazy orgies too.
Yeah, but only every 4 years. Can
yeah,
you imagine
only- think of-
if you go,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
have the
oh my
greatest
God.
orgy of your life with all
Yes.
like the best,
Yeah,
fittest
just
people.
fucking like
you get a bunch of
Finnish
gold
curlers
medals.
Just fucking getting
Yeah.
you're just getting
You get to stand up
fucking-
there and like the whole fucking country loves you, and then they forget about you for 4 years.
4
And you're
years.
not fucking anybody, I imagine.
No. I mean, it's like God. You live in Finland.
Yeah.
With like beautiful androgynous.
You live in Finland, but you're making
Just
luge money, which I
luge
imagine
money.
is not very
fat,
good.
That fat luge
Like,
money.
most of our Olympians work at fucking like Home Depot.
Yeah.
Because they get one endorsement deal.
Yeah.
Money runs out because we forget about them.
Oh yeah. we
And
can
then,
give a
like,
shit.
you're working at Home Depot when you're the fastest man alive? Like, fuck that.
Yeah. You're on a Wheaties box on one day, and the next day you're working at fucking IKEA, the
Yeah.
return desk,
That's-
listening to some fucking...
Someone complained to you about things not being shipped fast enough. You're like, you don't know fast.
This doesn't look like it did in the picture.
Yeah, trying to give people a hamburger or whatever.
One of those
Those IKEA
fucking-
named things,
Those
you know?
meatballs.
Yeah.
Swedish
meat. I don't know. I've never been to an IKEA.
They don't have one.
They
here.
don't have one in New Mexico.
Yeah,
So what's the deal with that IKEA? It's not on the list, but
It's not on
that's
the
a
list,
problem.
but why don't we have an IKEA?
I want to buy
I'm complaining-
cheap fucking furniture.
I wanna
to go like pretend that I have my life together in a place where like I want to look at a room and be like, oh, if I could buy all this and have it like slightly be more in range. Because
Yeah.
right now, if I go to like an
my
American
God.
furniture warehouse, I'm not getting shit.
It is affordable. It
Yeah.
is affordable.
Which
I
is
want to
normal
complain
furniture is
about
a racket.
IKEA. I want to shit on IKEA because it sucks being there. It is like a black hole of misery.
Yeah.
If you've ever been to an IKEA.
I never
But
have.
I
I've
really
heard
wish
it's-
one was here. because there is some conveniently priced betting.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a reason why it's so
miraculous.
successful, and that's because, it's cheap.
Cheap.
And people love that.
Those fucking meatballs, yeah.
For a while, they had dresses that were like crushing a lot of babies,
Yeah.
but people keep shopping at IKEA because we care more about low prices than babies, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
Oh, if you from the one hand you have low prices, and on the other hand you have infant mortality, it's low
prices win every fucking time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. There's no question. I mean, really. But yeah, the Olympics should happen more often. We somehow got.
And they should only happen. I feel like they should happen in one place, though.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest issue people have with the Olympics.
Yeah.
Is that like cities pay a ton of money and build like a velodrome, and then like not enough people are velodroming. So you just gotta have like one central location, build all these stuff there, and then everyone just goes there.
Yeah. Oh, well, and the lack of velodroming.
I mean, there's not enough
lack of
velodrome.
How often are you going to velodrome?
I mean, I'd like to do it more if I had access to a velodrome.
That's true. What's a velodrome?
Velodrome is those people who ride bikes on like the wooden tracks, just real fast,
Oh wow,
like just in a circle,
that would be cool.
incredibly quick.
Yeah, and that seems like a
Like
I would
crash,
do
it's
that
real
more
dangerous.
often if there were.
If there was an option to just go velodrome with some pals.
Just velodrome.
Yeah.
Make
Fuck
a
bowling.
boys' night out.
Boys velodrome night.
Yeah.
Hang
Drink
out.
beer while doing that.
Yeah, don't stay at home. Go to the velodrome.
Velodrome.
Slogan's right itself.
Make it happen, people.
Come on.
All right.
Floating velodromes.
The Olympics should happen more often, and shouldn't the fucking steroids just be mandatory at this
Yeah, I
point?
think in all sports.
Because the Russians are,
Make it more exciting.
Yeah. I mean, like just all sports mandatory steroids.
I want to see like super soldier serums.
Yes.
Just nothing but Captain America.
I mean, just like fucking, fucking shoulders that are fucking like covering their ear, hard to move their fucking things.
I mean,
they're
if
just
you're doing
ripping people's arms off and beating them to death with them with just the chemical fueled aggression. Yeah, that'd be good.
that's what
I would
people wanna
watch
see.
the Winter Olympics at that point.
If there was more violence, I think
If there
is
were
the
more
way.
violence, if one of the skiers just, just started beating one of the other contestants with a ski, if that were like part of the thing, and his mangled corpse just slid down the fucking ramp and, landed in a snowbank, I would watch that.
That would be good.
That's
A bobsleds with like cannons,
bobsled. Oh my
just
God.
going.
Jeez.
It's the dream.
Listen to this shit, people. I don't know, the Olympic Committee, if you're watching, I don't know if you are, but if you are, maybe you should take some fucking notes, and maybe your viewership will go up, and maybe you can have more funding so that you could do this more than 4 times a fucking year.
You've got 4 fucking years to work on it.
I'm sorry.
What a
I
lazy
said that
job,
wrong.
too.
Yeah.
What a lazy job. You only work
Lazy job.
once every 4 years.
Once every 4 years.
That
That's
would
what I
be
meant.
nice.
That's what I meant. It would be.
I got one final complaint.
Okay.
And my final complaint is people that don't allow me to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
I want to be able to listen to R. Kelly, and that doesn't mean I condone anything that R. Kelly did.
No.
But I condone believing in being able to fly.
Yes.
And I think that's, why should I not be able to watch a Roman Polanski movie?
Yeah, I mean, Roman Polanski, it's he did sodomize a 13-year-old, but,
But should I not watch Chinatown?
No,
Chinatown is a cinematic classic.
Yeah, it is.
Should I metaphorically sodomize my knowledge of culture?
Yeah, I mean, really, that's what you're doing.
And it's not gonna unsodomize that kid.
No, it's not. Chinatown, can't argue
Jake,
with that.
you know what happens in Chinatown.
Well, yeah, I mean, like...
Classic line.
You're gonna have, this, terrible tragedy and potential, sexual assault on top of being, film illiteracy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what that's gonna solve.
Plus, they allude to it because there was like, what happens in Chinatown? Sodomy. Sodomy is what happens in Chinatown.
Yes. Yeah.
And my ex wouldn't let us listen to Michael Jackson after we watched that Leaving Neverland thing.
Oh my gosh.
Which-
oh my gosh. And
Man in the Mirror? Am I supposed to deny myself Man in the Mirror?
You can, but I mean, like, really, what kind of
Why
life? What
would
kind
you?
of life are you living, Robert?
There's a reason Thriller is the greatest selling album of all time. And that's because it's so fucking good. Regardless, and it doesn't unlick anyone's buttholes if I'm not listening to it.
You can't
unlick
unlick
a butthole.
those buttholes.
You can't, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Where's Sam?
Oh, Sam. Sam is doing Sam things. He's. We can check in on him. Checking it. Yeah.
Oh, huh.
That makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Classic Sam.
I guess we're coming to the end.
that the end of the complaints?
The end of the complaints, and I'm
felt
so
good.
I feel good. I felt good to listen to you complain, for us to get this all out.
That's good. I
There's
think,
some catharsis. Some catharsis.
Fuck therapy. Just do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck therapy.
Ask to
You
be
can
a guest
complain.
on Mostly Complaining.
Yeah. All right. Excellent.
All right.
Thank you very much, Robert.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. All right. Mostly Complaining. This has been Robert Eyster. Robert Eyster. Fucking awesome.
I'm back.
All right. That
was
was
great.
Robert Eyster. What an incredible
Spectacular.
performance. Incredible complaining from Robert Eyster. So like and subscribe. We've got the Cash App and the things. You know,
Venmo,
if you want to throw
YouTube,
a buck
Facebook.
in the cup, freaking
we
the
compare
website, chuckparkercomedy.com. You can follow us at the Mostly Complaining Podcast, at Chuck Parker Comedy, blah, 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 blah.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Grindr. It's everywhere.
All the shit. All right. Mostly Complaining. We're out.
This apartment is a coffin, and I'm comforted to death. And the howling from my brainstem plants the fear in every breath. Well, they say that suffocation is a lousy way to die. Slowly choking on a memory, then pretending to know why. Mostly complaining, and not much else. I pace a line and mutter to myself.